Welcome back to Mid-American Eats. This time, it's all about the pork. All right, what we're gonna work on next here is some pork candy. Yeah, I said it, pork candy. Two things that maybe you don't think go together, but they are gonna go together and they go together well. What I got here is some par-cooked bacon that I've put on a rack along with my oven pan. What I've done is I've par-cooked it on one side. This time what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip them over. Just making them nice and even. And this is that same Mid-American thick cut bacon, right? What I got here is a little brown sugar. We're just going to go right down through the center, just evenly coating it. Now you can add whatever you want to this. You can go ahead and add a little cayenne if you want a little kick to it. Add a little black pepper. We got some crushed pecans over here from Central Illinois. We go down every once in a while to see my wife's family, and it is a blast to hear the little old ladies arguing about from what alley to what street to what river line is their property to take up their pecans. So we're going to return this back to a 350-degree oven. We're going to let that sugar caramelize. Now, my plans for this are some ice cream. Yeah, ice cream. I know, first I say pork candy, and now I want to put it with some ice cream. Well, here it is. You got your smoky, you got your sweet, and you got your creamy. And every time I tell my friends about this, that I serve this, they say, what are you thinking? And I say, you know what I'm thinking? I'm at the old malt shop, I'm getting a bacon cheeseburger, and I'm drinking a malt. What's the difference? There's really no difference. We're enjoying it all together, right? So we just need to let this caramelize, and then we're going to scoop up some ice cream and serve it right on top of it. Welcome back to Mid-American Eats. We got our pork candy working in the oven over here. We're getting ready to take it out and top it with the pecans. All right. This is the very last thing you want to do with this. Sprinkle the pecans over it. It's only going to be a couple minutes after this, and we'll be ready to serve right up. Right into the broiler. Literally, count to 20 in your head, and it's going to be ready. Again, we just want to make sure it's nice and caramelized, and then we're going to serve up a little ice cream with this. This is one of my favorites. Oh, yeah. So, here we are. Let's take this plate right here. And the pork candy. What I want to do now is go ahead and get it up off of this rack and let it cool just ever so slightly on this plate over here. All right, we're going to go ahead and go over here to the freezer and get our ice cream out, let it soften up just a little bit. Great ice cream from Minnesota. The reason why you want to let it sit on the counter and soften just a little bit is cream, when it goes into real low temperatures, it gets really hard to scoop. So we want to soften it up so we can get a nice even curl out of it. Before I went to culinary school, I actually worked at an ice cream shop, and I did most of the food in it also. So where you want to start at, and this is what they taught me, is right in the center there. Get a nice even curl, nice little pocket. Oh, there we go. Let's add one more. Why not? Just for aesthetics of anything else. And then our pork candy. Yeah, I know. This doesn't sound like it makes sense, but it does. Wait till you try this. Right like this. right there. So there you have it, folks. Our show on Mighty Divine Swine. We got our BLT bruschetta, our beer and chipotle braised pork tostada, and our vanilla ice cream with pork candy. What I've chose here is a little Desert Rose from August Hill, a wonderful wine that's going to balance everything you got in front of you. I'd like to also thank my sponsors. I got something to show you here. I took a little trip down to get this fine divine swine that we use to a place called South Pork Ranch. I'd like to thank Don and Keith for taking their time and showing me around the ranch and giving me the best product to use for this show. And I'd also like to thank everybody at August Hill. Thank you so much and good night.